Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing first play is Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett fighting Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. They'll try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Inside the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields this way up at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Matthew Wright is set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry for Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. Down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 32 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Back to throw, Pickett. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Pickett on 4th down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Harris running straight ahead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pickett going to keep it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fair catch. 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett. Flush to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Pickett. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's got to hook up to Lazard. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Crosby is good. That'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Rodgers now to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he is going to lose yardage here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them,